Going camping in winter can be a drag sometimes, and a lot of people avoid doing it because of how cold it gets out there. I pretty much never went camping in winter until I heard about insulating a tent. I heard a lot of people talking about it online, but I didn't know if it was true or if people were just messing around. Well, in this video, I'm here to answer that question as well as give you some extra tips that you might end up needing. Before you go on, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to make sure that you are notified when we upload new camping and hiking content. Camping tents can definitely be insulated, and there are many ways to insulate them, so we're also going to talk about that. Now, remember, you will not be insulating your camping tent using a heater because not all of us can afford that, so we're going to do it the easier way. How do you insulate a tent for warmth? There is a couple of things that you have to follow, so make sure that you follow them correctly to avoid having trouble. Number 1. Prepare the ground before placing the tent. It is really important that you check where you are going to be placing your tent when you go camping in winter because it might ruin your trip. Normally, in winter it is snowy, and if you place your camping tent on top of the snow, it will end up being cold inside. So I highly suggest that you use a shovel or something to prepare the ground, and then you can set up your tent. Number 2. Place the tent in the middle of the trees. When it gets windy out there, the cold air can make your entire tent to be cold, and that's not what you want at all. Don't worry, there is a solution to that. Just place your camping tent in the middle of some trees. They will help block the wind from coming to you. Number 3. Cover your tent with a tarp. While the trees can help you a lot when you place your camping tent in the middle of them, they are not enough. The wind will still get to you, it's just that it will not be too much. So to deal with that, get yourself a tarp and you will enjoy your winter camping trip. It works well when you've also placed the tent in the middle of trees. Number 4. Use a candle or hot water bottles inside. If you do not have a heater, you can just take a bunch of candles and an insulated bottle with you over there. When you light up the candles, make use of the tent is sealed so that the insulation does not get away. Also, you can fill the bottles with hot water to heat up the place. How do you winterproof a tent? There are many ways to winterproof a tent. It's important to make sure that the tent is well ventilated and insulated. You can do this by following these steps. 1. Make sure that all of your tent poles are in good condition. 2. Add a tarp or plastic sheet to the outside of your tent for extra protection from rain and snow. 3. Put down a tarp on the ground so that any water or snow won't seep into your tent. 4. Bring extra clothes, blankets, and a thermos with hot drinks inside it to keep yourself warm while camping in cold weather. Do insulated tents work? Insulated tents are designed to keep the occupant cool in the summer and warm in the winter. They are also designed to reduce condensation, which can lead to mold and mildew. So yes, insulated tents work because they provide warmth and comfort to the people inside. They also protect the people from harsh weather conditions. The effectiveness of insulated tents is dependent on many factors, including 1. The type of insulation used. 2. The type of tent fabric. 3. The number of windows on the tent. 4. Pitch angle. How cold is too cold to camp in a tent? Sometimes it can be too cold to go camping and use a camping tent. Some people avoid going camping at these times. However, this only applies when you don't have a tent heater. So whatever you do, avoid going tent camping when it is 30 to 40 degrees Fahrenheit unless you have a proper heater. It will be too cold. Most people who go camping when it is that cold are the ones who have campervans. Campervans are great when it comes to going camping in the winter season. Should I put a tarp down under my tent? The decision is ultimately up to you, but there are some things to consider before deciding one way or another. If you are camping in an area with lots of trees, then putting a tarp down might be beneficial because it will help protect the ground from getting dirty and muddy. However, if there are no trees around, then putting a tarp down may not be as necessary because there won't be any leaves or other debris falling onto your tent or the surrounding area. Conclusion. In conclusion, insulating a camping tent is a great idea, especially when you love camping so much that you'd even want to go in winter. A lot of people use this strategy and it works really well. I even use it myself sometimes and I have no complaints about it. Just make sure that you follow the instructions as indicated and you will enjoy winter camping. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel.